Welcome to another Women and a series with Nzetobo Sigwe, Ezikolomuo. Today I want to discuss Igbo idioms, Inu, teachings that you can use as morning devotion as only ordinana. You know, some of us who are in ordinana now, at times we maybe because of our Christian background, we are used to, if we wake up in the morning, pray, read Bible, and all that. So, but Ordinana does not have a kind of organized booklet, or should I say, things that we can use for morning devotion. But if you look at some of our Igbo idioms, philosophical sayings, and proverbs, if you ruminate over them, you'll see that they are loaded. Igbos, we usually say a lot by saying little. So if you start unraveling, unpacking them, you see that there is a lot of teachings that can serve as a daily guide. Just like the Christians, they have a book of Proverbs or book of Psalms. We have some proverbs that can serve as a book of Proverbs that you can learn some wise guidelines for you to live your life. Fortunately, I'm working on a book presently, and some of the idioms, or should I say proverbs or philosophical sayings that can serve as a daily devotion are in this book. God's willing, the gods, the ancestors willing. Hopefully by this year, by the end of the year, the book is already out. We are in the publishing stage of the book. Hopefully we'll get the book out. I treated a lot of issues in the book, so I will be happy to present the book to you, to all of us, when the book is finally out. It treats a whole range of topics that can help beginners, but for today I want to take one aspect of the book to do my teaching today. The proverbs or the idioms I'm going to use, see it as a form of morning devotion. I'm going to say the proverbs, then break it down how I did it in the book, so for us to grasp and find the teachings, soak or ruminate on the teachings inherent in them. Number one, ofu anaghị esiri ọhanni. Ofu anaghị esiri ọhanni. We are trying to say here, a tree does not make a forest. Always remember this in your social life. Life is about synergy. You must learn how to build network of people that will help your growth. Some of us live life as if we are hermits. Yes, at times you might be an introvert, but you must learn how to build social network. That's what we are saying. One rich man in a family is not enough. One intelligent person in a family can never be enough. Once you see the light, ensure you light others around you, because your own light can never be enough if those around you are in darkness. Those in darkness will extinguish your own light. So once you stand, ensure you make others around you to stand. It is when there are as many people who are as powerful as you are, that's when you will create a force capable of making a serious movement. Just like some of us in this Ordinana, we are trying to promote Ordinana. One of the motives behind this is that so that a lot of people will also become a force, will also become teachers, so that it can be able to create a movement. It can be able to become a force. It can be able to bring this Ordinana from the fringes into the mainstream. Once you understand the truth, once you see the light in your own family, in your own community, ensure you light others. One person is not enough to cause a kind of social revolution, or a kind of social change. You need people. A tree does not make a forest. Many of our people thrive so much in being the only light, even in the economic field. Some people, once they make money, they don't try to see how they can stand others. They try to, what some people in street slang, hide updates. One of the things that helped the Igbos immediately after the Civil War is the apprentice system. One boy, you see someone, if he's into business and he's making he's making some profit, he gets a relative or gets an outsider that will join in, and later the person will be settled. The person will start up his own, get another person. That is it. That's how you create. That's how a lot of Igbos, as in rapidly, came out of poverty. That's how they escaped poverty. That's the Igbo economic revival. So what are we doing now? A tree does not make a forest. Each time you see the light, each time you stand, ensure you make others stand. You have to try as possible to ensure that you are not the only light. You have to look for people that you can help. If you deny helping others, if you deny lighting others, is a wrong way to live life. Once empowered, ensure you empower others. This is the only way you can ensure your own safety. A tree does not make a forest. If you are the only tree, if you are the only tree, then be sure that if you are being attacked by an outsider, you will be easily be decimated. But if you are many, before people will contemplate on attacking you, they will know it will create a war. It will not even be an easy fight. It will be a war. Ofonye anaghị esiri ọra nni, ofonye esiela ọha nri, ọha ga-ericha ejuo ya na ọfọrọ ọzọ. Some people claim that they have money, and one person asks, if you have money, can you fence your whole village? You can fence your whole village. You see that it's not possible. Man ọha sielu nni ya ericha, man ofonye esiela ọha nni ọha ericha ejuo ya na ọfọrọ ọzọ. So we must understand that once you see the light, you must make sure that others what see the light. So you can ruminate on this. This is one. The second one is agbaka mumbo bụ ego nri, akụnụba na-esi na chi. Akụnụba na-esi na chi. Now, what is this saying, this philosophical saying? What does it mean? It's trying to tell us that to kill yourself in order to make it in life is foolish. To be successful is not by the wearing and tearing of the body. It's not by rising up very early in the morning and going to bed late in the night. To succeed in this life, destiny has a role to play. I'm not saying you should go and relax. To kill yourself in order to make it in life is foolish. So many people do not believe in destiny. I don't blame them, but destiny is real. If you have not been destined for greatness, you cannot be great no matter how much you try. No matter how much you wear yourself out, if you are not destined to be great, you cannot be great. If you was in akalaka eme, usinachi adumma, ijeno was in echi adumma. So those who are destined to be great do not wear themselves out trying to be distinguished. The best that can happen to you after trying so hard to be outstanding is merely being average. Whatever you observe, you are not destined for. Learn to stop killing yourself to be that or to get to that station. There are some things you will notice that you are not destined for. This is not your destiny. You need to be observant if you are living life and note things that work easily for you and things that do not work for you. There are some things you do not stress yourself. When I was growing up, there was this particular place I was working. I realized that I was stressing too much. That is not my normal way of living life. I didn't take time. I resigned from that place. I left that particular place. And perhaps if I didn't leave that place, if I'm still there, I will not be here explaining, teaching these things to you. Anywhere you are struggling to shine, anywhere you are killing yourself, you're overkilling yourself. Some people 10 years are still trying to get their papers to see if they can leave the country. What is life telling you? Sit down. Why are you killing yourself? Iju wasina kalaka. Agbaka mumbo be gori. Akonoba sinachi mbunye nu sinachi. Do what you are supposed to do, then go and relax. At times we get ourselves into trouble because we are trying to kill yourself. You meet unnecessary people that will take advantage of you. Why? Because you want to get a particular thing. You see that you are compromising on a lot of values. Number 3. Onye rele enwe wee jelugolo nkịta ife mmakpu ka no be. Onye rele enwe wee jelugolo nkịta ife mmakpu ka be. What is this saying or idiom? What is it telling us? At times we make the mistake of replacing a thing or a person with a thing or a person of either the same quality or lower quality. We want to replace a friend. We want to replace a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband, and we replace the person with someone of the same value system, thinking system, or even lower. So it's telling you that you are still where you are. If you cannot do, Anytime you want to replace a thing, you must ensure that you replace that thing with something of higher value, not equal or lower. You want to change a job, ensure the job you are changing, you are resigning for that, where you are going to is better. It's not the same. Don't try to jump from frying pan into fire. Why discard or sell what you have only to replace or buy something of equal or inferior value? Why come out from one slavery to enter into another form of slavery? This means the decision to sell was taken impulsively. We must not be in a rush to make decisions. Hasty decisions lead to circumstances like this. We must look before we leap to avoid jumping from frying pan to fire. You must always cross-examine issues. That's why we are giving the thinking faculty, the brain. We must analyze. I want to do away with this thing and I want to replace it. I do your due diligence to make sure that what you are trying to replace this, the one you are selling with or you are discarding, is better. It's a better alternative. Do not ever jump from frying pan to fire. Do not replace a cheating spouse with an abusive spouse. Do not replace a bad job with a dangerous job. Do not replace a lying leader with a pilfering and plundering and stealing leader. Don't be in a hurry to make a change. If you are not certain, it will bring the positive and a more better result. Another one is this. Now, what is this one saying? Never despise the place of experience. The place of experience can never be jettisoned in the journey of life. Many a times, young people always feel their parents are outdated, that they have nothing to learn from them. This is so untrue. Those who have seen more life than you have had more experience. There is basically nothing new under the sun. Life is about the same old happening, the same old things happening in new forms. A wise person learns to sip from the wisdom of the old. Those who have stayed married more than you have a lot to tell you about marriage. Those who have been in a profession for a long time have a lot to tell you who have just started. Our ancestors who have occupied this Igbo land long before the white man came have a lot to teach us about how to live and survive on this very land. Don't say that these people are old school. No. Experience matters in life. Experience matters in life. It's better you listen and don't take than saying you are not going to listen. It's better you listen and after analyzing that and you feel that what you still know makes more sense is a different thing. Because it's not a must you take or you must follow the advice. But I believe that is a must that you have to seek and sought advice from more experienced people. Now, taking or abiding by that advice is now is a different thing. Now, learn to ignore those who are stronger than you. Learn to ignore those who are stronger than you or trying to take advantage of you. At times, you see people trying to fight those who are stronger than them. Don't fight a fight you know you will lose. He's trying to tell you that those who are stronger than you, who are in charge of your position, who are trying to dispossess you, but if they're stronger than you, mightier than you, leave them. They will get tired. And when they do, you take back what belongs to you. All you need to do is to bid your time. There are times there is no need dissipating energy fighting, quarreling, and complaining and shouting over forces that are bigger than you. I see people trying to go into a fight that is obvious that they will lose. Learn to ignore. Anybody who has imprisoned you is also has imprisoned himself, because you need to make sure that you are always there to make sure the person remains in prison. If you pin someone to the ground, you're also going to be on the ground with the person. Those who are trying to keep you in bondage are also keeping themselves in bondage. So learn to cautiously wait out such periods. Once they grow tired, make a move and take what rightfully belongs to you. Do not expend your energy when those who are stronger than you are in the fullness of their strength. I know of a certain big man that once said that if he has a problem with you, if he's fighting with you, and he knows that you are bigger than him, he will leave you, he will give you 10 years. In that 10 years, he will keep building on his energy, knowing that you should be growing weak. And that 10 years, he will come back. If you have grown weak, he will attack and take back and take his vengeance. You must be strategic. There are some fights I see some of our people trying to engage now, and what they are trying, the fight they are trying to, the people, the institutions they are trying to fight, the system they are trying to fight is way bigger than them. Ignore, go and build a better system, hoping that that one will grow weak. And if you have noticed it has grown weak, you attack, or you wait for them to trip, and when they do, you strike and take what belongs to you. Another one. Wanzari afọ ofeluchi ya aka mgba. Wanzari afọ ofeluchi ya ofoluchi ya aka mgba. Whenever we become successful, we begin to mock our helpers and our creators. You see people say that this thing doesn't work. There is nothing like God. There is nothing like ancestors. There is nothing like this one. There is nothing like miracle. Be careful not to ever bite the fingers that fed you. Be careful not to mock things that gave you platform. Whenever people grow successful, they forget the people that aided them in their journey of success. Many always forget their days of little beginning. Once they grow big, everyone becomes very small and very little in their eyes. And when this happens, they set out to obliterate these strongholds, not knowing this is the beginning of their undoing, because that's the platform they are standing. Some people feel that they are now more enlightened. They want to destroy your denial. They are now more advanced. They want to destroy some men or some forces, some women that have been of help to them, even their parents, not knowing that they are trying to destroy their own selves. Never let success get into your head to the extent you want to destroy the very platform upon which you stand. It is a greater error of judgment to find people that gave you platform to stand. Those who gave you platform can easily get you down. It is the same forces that made you that will make you. When you begin to get cocky, if a woman supported you to get where you are, make sure you don't ignore that woman, that you don't set her aside to go and bring a new person. Don't do that mistake. If a man helped you to become who you are, don't make sure that you do what? That you're not in good terms with that person and say that he's now a nobody. Don't. That person have the capacity to make you. If you know anybody that have made you, if you know instrumental to your journey of success, don't do what? Fight or try to ignore such person. That person has the capacity to do what? Or make you. Now, final one. Ofeke amaghị mgbe ekele nkwa ụkwa. Ofeke amaghị mgbe ekele nkwa ụkwa. Do not send a foolish person on an errand. Doing so is to greatly disappoint yourself. A foolish person will never know when serious issues are discussed, despite the discussion took place right before him. A foolish person will never know when a serious issue is being discussed, even if you are having that discussion right in front of the foolish person. So it's stupid sending a foolish person on an errand. Anyone relying on a stupid person for support or alliance is like someone relying on no one. The assurance of a foolish person is worthless. If a foolish person is giving you an assurance, it's worthless. Such foolish fellows does not even know when he gives such assurance. A fool lacks tact and discretion. A fool is tactless. A fool has no discretion. So do not rely on the promise of a fool or the covenant or the oath of a fool. Such fellows do not know where lines are drawn. They will betray you. They will even forget. They don't know why things are big and why things are small. They do not even know where they belong in the scheme of things. They hardly fall where they will be picked. Watch out for foolish people. Watch out for their guarantees. And expect betrayals at the end. Now, there are plenty of this in this book. I just picked out some for this particular teaching, for this particular series. I believe once this book out, it will help you. For some of us that are looking for things that will help them, fire them up, you see that this old adage have been there for centuries, for eons of years. It's not that, it's just that our ancestors do not document their own sayings and they do not break it down. They do not break down proverbs or idioms. That's why they say that. But however, in this age and time, we have to break some of these things down because a lot of things have happened. Water has gone under the bridge. So now we are having a kind of restoration or renaissance. We have to break some certain things down to stitch back or to create a new movement. So I know that if you find this teaching worthwhile or expository or instructive, I will enjoy you to come back to it and learn more, download it and keep, then wait for the book where the teaching was extracted from. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen or my email address or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.